So we have a podcast for those of you who have not checked it out yet. We are 40 plus episodes in our podcast journey called Pivot Point. So simply search for it in your Android device or your iTunes or Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, Pivot Point. It'll pop right up. We can be in your ears and helping you think through the diversity journey that you're likely experiencing at your organization. Why I'm really passionate about this next season that we're developing is it's me solo on the mic. So a lot of my listeners said, hey, I love the interviews that you did early on about leaders in the trenches, wrestling with candid conversations and why they were passionate about being an ally and how they had engaged allies or been supported by allies. Great stuff, great stories. And this season, we're shifting intentionally to be solo behind the mic. We've shortened our episodes to 5 to 10 minutes, and we're picking a hot topic each week. And so we'd love your feedback on the hot topics your organization is wrestling with. Certainly, there's newsworthy events that happen that we can talk about. There's moments in time of celebration, like International Women's Day we did a feature on, and the history behind it, and why it's so important that it's not just one day in time, that we let it live beyond that. In addition to movies that are coming out, things in pop culture that are shaping our viewpoint around diversity, inclusion, and gender equality in the workplace. So if you are not having this conversation at work, especially if you're a leader, I promise you are missing out. Your team cares about these issues. Overwhelmingly, any pulse point of diversity and inclusion and people caring inside organizations is extremely high, 80 to 90% on average. They care, but we're not talking about it. And if we talk about it, we're talking about it in like strategic, very abstract ways. We need to be talking about how it lands on people as human beings, right? What it means to them personally, what they're thinking about, how our world is changing, and how they want to be an ally, and how they want to be a part of these inclusion initiatives. And having a conversation in your team meeting about some of these hot topics will prep you for week after week on the questions to ask, the information to share, perhaps some content that could get people excited to come prepared to discuss. Diversity is a candid conversation. I know it's not easy to start this conversation, and that's why we want to help support you in your ally journey, in your inclusive leadership journey, to lead like an ally. So if you liked this, check out the podcast, Pivot Point, again, on all the major platforms for podcasts, and check out our website. Nextpivotpoint.com has videos, our podcasts, blogs, all sorts of workbooks that you can download and do it yourself in your leadership journey. Of course, we would love to be supportive of you, so you can also message us directly with your questions there. Thanks so much.